and thanks for coming by. It's Ruben from Dutch Round 1, and today we will be speaking about pronunciation, Dutch pronunciation. What will we do? Well, first we will take a look at the alphabet, and secondly we will discuss the diphthongs in the Dutch language. But before we start, as always, you know the drill. If you like the video, give it a like, subscribe to the channel if you want more content. It's completely free and it helps out the channel. But let's go straight at it, and let's start with a small introduction. So there we go, the Dutch alphabet. Well, the Dutch alphabet has 26 letters, just like in English. They're pretty much the same. So first of all, as said, we'll take a look at the alphabet, and afterwards we'll be talking about diphthongs. Now, what are diphthongs? Well, this is when two vowels, or one vowel and the consonant, are next to one another in a word, but we do not pronounce them separately. Instead, we pronounce them as one. Okay, so that will be what we'll be seeing today. First of all, the alphabet. Secondly, the diphthongs. Okay, but before we start with the pronunciation of the alphabet, I'd like for you to know that Dutch is spoken actually in 3 countries. In the Netherlands, you see the flag of the Netherlands on your left side. In Belgium, you see the flag of Belgium on your right side, and then also in Suriname. So every region, although it's the same language, but every country has a different accent. So for instance, when I pronounce Dutch, we call it Flemish in Belgium, I will have a Flemish accent. Dutch people have a Dutch accent. And then people from Suriname also have their accent. Now, what is the most beautiful accent? I don't know, okay? I don't want to influence you, but I would take a very good look at the flag on the right side of your screen. Just joking, guys. Let's get to the pronunciation of the alphabet. Okay, so here we are, the Dutch alphabet. So basically what you see on top there, it's het alfabet, de namen van de letters, the names of the letters. So basically what I'll do is I'll read all the letters of the alphabet for you. Afterwards, I recommend you that you stop the YouTube film, and then basically you try and repeat them. If you're not sure about the pronunciation of one of the letters, no problem, just rewind and then you can listen to them again. Alright, so here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F. This one's difficult. G in Belgium. In the Netherlands, it will be a little bit stronger. It will be G. This is probably the first difficult one for foreign-speaking people. So G, Flemish. G for the Dutch from the Netherlands. Okay, we continue. Then we have H, I, J. This one for English-speaking people, Spanish-speaking people, French-speaking people. It's not a J like in Spanish. It's not G like in French. And it's not J like in English. We will say J like in yogurt, Yankee, J. And then we have K, L, M, N, O, P, Q. Make that U sound quite sharp. R, okay, again for English speaking people, a little bit difficult because we roll that R. Say R. Try, but it's not a train smash if you can't roll it straight away. People will understand you, will just notice that you have a bit of an accent, but that's not the end of the world. So R, S, T, U, quite sharp again. Spanish speaking people, Portuguese speaking people like to say U. Okay, we say U, we make it quite sharp. Then we have V, W, X, and then the I and the J we pronounce like an English A. We will say A, and then Z. The Y we will pronounce A, or sometimes in the beginning of a word we will pronounce it like Y, yogurt, for instance. Okay, so that was the alphabet. Feel free to try yourself. And yeah, if you forget the pronunciation of any of the letters, just rewind. Alright, so now we've arrived at the diphthongs, and we'll start off with the EI and with the IJ, and we will pronounce both of them like an English A. So the examples are trein, wijn, fijn, klein, magazijn, bijl, and zeis. Okay, so the E and the I and the J you will pronounce like an English A. The next ones are the O and the U and the A and the U. Okay, now these diphthongs are pronounced like the sound ow in house, right? Ow. Examples: fout, stout, kou, blauw, nauw, and flauw. Pretty straightforward, just like the sound of the ow in house. We continue with the O and the E, and these diphthongs, or this diphthong, is pronounced like the sound oo in pool, just a little bit shorter. Instead of oo, you'll say oo. Some examples: voet, stoet, koel, voelen, stoer, stoel, and voer. Okay, then we go to the E and the U. Now, this diphthong is pronounced like the sound in hurt, but with rounded lips. So you go but you round your lips, and then eventually the sound will be produced. Examples: deur, neus, keuze, leuk, spreuk, keuken. This is the Flemish accent. When you will hear a Dutch person pronounce the E and the U, it will be a little bit different. But again, same language, not a big difference. Okay, and then probably the most difficult diphthong of all, the U and the I. We will say I, okay? Now, some people reach it and they pronounce it with perfection. If you really can't pronounce that I, just think about old punk rock concerts. You know, they would say before they play and start playing a song, they would be like oi, oi, oi. It's close. It's like 70-80%. It's not really the real deal, but if you would pronounce it that way, it would be acceptable. Now, for people who want perfection, now basically the best hint that I can give is you start with an sound, so you go and then you come up with a yay sound. All right, so you go like I, right? I. So you start low, and then you come up, ye. I. That's it. So some examples are vuil, muis, kluis, kuil, muil, kuit. That's it. This one is the most difficult. Don't get frustrated if it takes you a while. It's a difficult one, but I'm sure with enough exercise that you'll manage. All right. Well, that was it. That was the pronunciation of the alphabet and also of the diphthongs. I will make another video on some different and more difficult sounds also in Dutch. So stay tuned for more material. And how can you do that? Well, you subscribe, you like the video, and then the only thing I can say to you is thanks again for watching. I appreciate it a lot. And then see you soon for another episode of Dutch Round 1.